For this GTA video, we will be going through the entire event week, where I show you all of the different things that Rockstar just added. Unfortunately, after looking through this event, it does not look too good, especially in terms of bonus money, but nevertheless, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So like usual, this event will be lasting until next Thursday on July 24th, with July 23rd being the final full day. With this being the new event, we do have the new weekly challenge, and this is to complete 5 Mr. Faber work missions, which in turn will get you $100,000. But just remember, you will not be able to do this weekly challenge if you do not earn the car wash. That will be the only possible way to start the Mr. Faber work missions. So super unfortunate if you guys are yet to buy the car wash, but if you want my opinion, I do think this car wash business is really good, along with the other 2 side businesses as well. Next up, this event week also has this for bonus money, and this week it is only double money and RP. So yeah, like I already mentioned at the start of this video, this event will not be a really nice way to make cash. So we do have that double money and RP on Mr. Faber work, which will actually get a 4 times bonus for GTA Plus. So in my opinion, I do think this will probably be your best money maker. Next, we then have the time trials with double money and RP. This will be a good one-off bonus. G's caches as well, I think these things are a daily collectible, so it is worth collecting them if you see them, I guess. And then finally, the stockpile adversary mode with double money and RP. Any of you guys out there with the GTA Plus membership will hopefully still be able to make some pretty nice money. I recently just picked up the GTA Plus membership, so I will definitely be trying these things out and potentially breaking down all of their different payouts. Honestly, I'm hoping they are good, because if we compare it to the last week with the Smoke on Water shop having 4 times money, or even that double money bonus it had, I think this will be a massive difference. To now move on to some discounts, overall I do probably think that this might be the best section from this entire event, and quite recently in GTA Online with these event weeks, we have been getting a lot of 40% discounts, and this week is no different because we have a 40% off all of these vehicles, and overall I do think there is some pretty nice and attractive options. One of them that stands out to me straight off the bat will be the Baller STD, such a funny name, and if I do remember correctly, this thing can have the Amani Tech upgrades. The Pegasi Zeruso as well is a really nice car. I love how this one looks, and if I remember back to one of my GTA 6 videos I made on one of the trailers, the Zeruso was in fact spotted. For all we know right now, it could have been a placeholder vehicle, but yeah, maybe if you guys are excited for GTA 6, the Pegasi Zeruso will be a nice option. Before we move on to the final discounts, I do also want to mention one more vehicle, and this will be the Classy Drauga. I remember when this one first came out, and for an off-road vehicle, I did think it was pretty solid. So yeah, maybe if you guys are looking for a good off-road vehicle, this Drauga one is not too bad. You might also notice there is some different jets on here as well, like the Western Rogue, the Seabreeze, and the Hydra. Altogether, not too bad. And now for the final discounts, we do not have any business discounts or anything with 30% off. So we do just have our gun van discounts, where we have a 30% off the tactical SMG and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the Railgun. Now, I would actually recommend visiting the gun van if you guys can find it. Obviously, if you already have GTA Plus, you will be able to see it on the map, and I would specifically go here for the tactical SMG. I would genuinely say in GTA Online, this tactical SMG is the closest, or maybe the second best option to the AP pistol. I still definitely prefer the AP pistol with its accuracy, but this thing is still extremely useful, and if I do remember correctly, this tactical SMG will have more ammunition, which I always found frustrating about the AP pistol, shooting it just a little bit and then having to reload. A really nice backup option. Now moving over to the new FIB Priority File this week, we have the Brute Force file. If any of you guys out there already own the Garment Factory, or maybe just want to invest in the Garment Factory, you can then play through this FIB Priority File throughout the entire week, and also do not forget to complete these bonus challenges to make an additional $50,000 on top. I would always recommend playing the bonus challenges, well, not playing them, but completing them instead, and these things are a massive help on the standard files, where you can make just upwards of $200,000. Following the FIB Priority File, we now have the Salvage Yard Robberies. This week in the Salvage Yard, we don't have as many good vehicles as last week in terms of their prices. We have the Pegasi Ignis, which is a top tier vehicle. We then have the Bravado Buffalo EVX, which is a standard tier vehicle, and the Cavalcade XL, which will be the low tier vehicle. Overall, I would still say that they are worth doing, and it's sort of a similar situation to the FIB Priority File. If you guys already have a salvage yard or want to invest in one, I would still recommend it. These things will pretty much be making you guys money every single single week, as long as you don't forget about them and actually complete them. Next up, we now have some free vehicles to cover, and I know that I did mention that the discounts were probably the best thing from the event, but I do think these free vehicles might actually be the second best thing, because at the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle, we have the Grotti Furia. If you guys have never used this will be a really nice car to get for free, and I only just recently used this for the very first time to make a short or video. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, I was completely surprised by the Furia. I think it was something to do with the top speed, but alongside this, I do really like how the Furia looks, and because it is technically a free vehicle, make sure that you are always spinning the Lucky Wheel to get this. And now over at the LS Car Meet, our second free vehicle will be for the Pegassi Infernus Classic. Honestly, not a bad looking car either. In terms of top speed and handling, I don't think it's too good, but don't get me wrong, I still love how this looks. I also prefer the standard Pegassi Infernus. If any of you wanted to get this for completely free, you need to place top 3 in the LS Car Meet series for 3 days in a row. I don't think this one's too bad. I mean, placing top 3 for 3 days in a row should not be too difficult. I never really do these things. I honestly do not think I've even completed one of them for the LS Car Meet prize ride. If you guys are going to do this one, make sure to leave a comment below. Next up, we now have Simeone's Autoshop vehicles. So we have some pretty nice options, some rare ones as well. I used to love using the Pegassi Vaca. Even the Ocelot Lynx is still a pretty nice choice. Obviously, for these type of vehicles, I think it comes down to personal preference. Maybe one of these vehicles is really rare and you have been looking for it for a while, but as usual, I would always recommend test driving them out first. Next up, we have the Luxury Autos dealership, where you can find the Anis Minimus and the Grotti LSCM Cheetah Classic. The pair of these vehicles are relatively new, only added just a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, you cannot test drive them. If you are seriously considering buying one of the two, I would still recommend the Cheetah Classic, or at least this different version of it, because it will come equipped with the Missile Lock-on Jammer. However, it will cost just a little bit more than usual. Still, I do really like this. I think the traction on this one is really nice, and at some point I will probably get one myself. Going back inside the LS Car Meet, we have some test track vehicles here as well. For the standard test track, we have the Exemplar, the Coquette, and the Vapid Click, with the HSW test drive being the Coil Cyclone 2. I always seem to forget that the Cyclone 2 has the HSW upgrades. I think the vehicle itself looks really clean, and because this is a completely electric car, the acceleration of this one with the HSW upgrades is one of the best in the game. And at long last, to get this event week over and done with, we now have our time trials. The new premium race this week is called Across the Wilderness. The standard time trial is Coast to Coast, and the HSW time trial is Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gorda. Just remember, these time trials will have some double money and RP, so it is definitely worth looking on the map and going to them, using one of your better vehicles, something with some good acceleration and traction, completing them and getting a pretty nice and substantial payout. I believe the HSW time trial will get you guys $500,000, so it is definitely worthwhile, and the standard time trial will be getting you $200,000 or just a little bit over. And now the last thing that we have is some GTA Plus bonuses. This will be a new month for GTA Plus, so we do have a new free vehicle, which will be the Bravado Buffalo EVX. You will be able to get this for completely free. There is also double money on street dealers. Obviously, the Mr. Faber work has the double money, which will be 4 times this week. You can also get the Light Blue Pearl, Chameleon Paint, and these 2 clothing unlocks. For discounts, you will be able to find a 30% off the Higgins Helitors and a 50% off all ammunition. And then in terms of going inside the Vinewood Car Club, as you'll see in the gameplay here, you will find all of these cars. So altogether, GTA Plus wise, I would say this event is honestly not too bad. I think GTA Plus does save a lot of bad event weeks. Even though the bonus money is still not the best, just having some additional things like this is still quite nice. So yeah, in total, what do you guys like most from this entire event? For a quick recap, I would probably say, in terms of bonus money this week, I will definitely be trying the Mr. Faber work, obviously completing the time trials, and maybe looking at the G's caches. Other than that, I will probably not be making too much money from this event specifically, but luckily enough, we do have the refresh on things like the FIB Priority File and the Salvage Robberies, which definitely help a lot. But yeah guys, that will do it for this video. If you guys went on to enjoy this or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support, and if you are new here and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.